Hey guys, this is Sage Valentine, and this is my review of the Celebrity Apprentice 2015 episode numero uno. So if you haven't watched, if you're just tuning in, Keshia Knight Pulliam went home. And I completely disagree with the decision, but let me tell you, Keshia handled that firing with grace and class, and Kenya Moore threw her under the bus and let the wheels roll over her. I think that if Keshia had brought Kenya Moore into the boardroom instead of Jamie, it would have been Keshia versus Kenya and Kate. And it probably would have turned out different. But it seemed like everybody had focused on the fact that Keshia was the project manager, and they went along with it. But before I get back to Keshia, let me just say that Geraldo Rivera did win, but Kevin Jonas is nipping at his heels. Lorenzo Lamas is pissed, and the rest of those boys are after Geraldo Rivera. They're going to keep him as long as they need him because he can make the money, and then they're going to get rid of him as soon as they can. Alrighty. So there are two teams this year on Celebrity Apprentice. There's Team Vortex. Geraldo Rivera, Johnny Damon, Ian Ziering, Kevin Jonas, Terrell Owens, Sig Hansen, Gilbert Godfrey, and Lorenzo Lamas. Then there's Team Infinity. Vivica A. Fox, Sean Johnson, Kate Gosling, Keshia Knight Pulliam, Brandy Glanville, I believe her name is Jamie Anderson, Kenya Moore, and Lisa Gibbons. All right. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I was cringing when Keshia decided to be the first project manager. Why do you ask? Because I used to watch The Apprentice years ago. I've literally watched every Celebrity Apprentice. And let me tell you, regardless of what reality show it is, you never want to be the first person to either be the project manager or to be the first head of household, or to be any type of leader, take any type of leadership role in the beginning. You sit back and let somebody go forward. Now, Keshia, with her big heart, she decided to take it because the rest of the girls kind of side-eyed it and flipped their hair. Which is pretty funny because once they got into the project, which was making celebrity pies at Pie Face in New York, which is the ill-fated Pie Face because it's closed. And a lot of people were like, why is it closed? Well, all the times that I walked past Pie Face, I never really saw people inside of there. And I don't know, until I went inside and I realized it was about, like, little pies, like apple and blueberry. I thought it was pizza pies. I love pizza, so don't go by me. But anywho, let's get back to it. So, Keshia decided to take it on. They're making pies, such like that. On the guys' team, Geraldo Rivera took the lead role. But not only did he take the lead role, he became kind of like a dictator, or kind of like the emperor of the group, in the sense that his face was on the poster 2 times. He made it all about himself while the other team members were working their butts off on the guys' team. Kevin Jonas pulled in quite a few of his followers and his fans from Twitter because he literally has 4 million followers. Obviously because he's Kevin Jonas, brother of Nick and Joe. And they were in the Jonas Brothers, and they still have fans, and a lot of people are loving Nick, and they still love Joe. Like, that's why he got them in there. But Geraldo, again, was trying to make it all about him. He started causing problems. It was not only with Kevin, but it was with Ian Ziering. Ian Ziering was just done with him. And that whole scene with making Gilbert Godfrey babysit the balloons outside. I love Gilbert Godfrey. With all the controversy, the things he said, I just love him because he's just a nut. Now that we don't have Robin Williams, I'm glad that we have Gilbert Godfrey. I don't know what I'm going to do if anything happens to him. So anyway, we'll get back to the girls. Now, Keshia, in taking the role as project manager, she did what she could do. She focused on social media, which was a good idea. The problem is that there was an underlying thing going on in this group. Now, I know you're probably saying, Sage, what are you talking about? Well, there were some in the group who followed her and listened to her, and there were others with ulterior motives. Case in point, Kate Gosling. Kate Gosling fought Keshia Knight Pulliam over that little pie that was made with like a taco and an enchilada. I understand that. I get it. The problem is that mashing up enchilada and taco was not the best idea. I think the taco pie probably could have stood on its own. But Kate had to do that, so that's all that she did. Jamie had a great idea with the blueberry and the pear pie, which I've never had blueberry and pear together, but I guess it was pretty good because Buddy Belastro, the cake boss from Hoboken, he said it was a good idea. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. Pretty cool. Well, Kenya Moore. No shade on Kenya Moore. I know Team Twirl is all over social media. But Kenya Moore seemed to have some decent ideas, some good ideas. But the fact of the matter was, she was not the project manager. Not at all. And I think that it got to the point where, because she wasn't the project manager, she seemed a little bit upset. Kate seemed a little bit upset. And they kind of took a back seat to it. I mean, no shade on Kate Gosling. She did, in that sense, she did help cook the pies with Jamie. And Kenya and Brandy sat back and were sitting there with Sean Johnson, who decided to take on the social media role, Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. And Keisha, they really didn't do much. Like, you saw Vivica doing something, as I said, Kate and Jamie, Lisa Gibbons, but those two didn't do anything. So I found it very funny how they were all upset. Then out of the blue moon or the blue sky, here comes Kate Gosling saying that there really aren't any, uniform instructions for us to do. I mean, it was pretty cut and dry from what I saw. She told people to make the pies, to get stuff together, and then the girls started eating the pies, which there's one thing to taste the batter and to taste the food, and there's another thing to actually eat one of the pies that's supposed to make the money. So I shouldn't have been surprised that Geraldo in the group won, because Geraldo Rivera has all of these left-wing conservative type people, or is it right-wing conservative? One of those wings. And he had Hannity, like from Sean Hannity, and all these other people coming in, and they all did this and that and the third and gave him all this money. So I wasn't surprised that his team won. What surprised me was how the women ganged up on Keisha Knight Pulliam. It was one thing to be upset because of the way that she was delegating things, and it's another thing to throw her under the bus because of Bill Cosby. Now, there was obviously a reason why she did not call Bill Cosby. My thing was that, no, she didn't call Bill Cosby, but there were plenty of other women on this group who could have called people, who could have called fellow housewives, and nobody said a word. Nobody made the call. So what surprised me was that Keisha only made $7,000. That was surprising. But then how was she supposed to know that Geraldo had taken the helm at the boys' team? I guess she found that out at the last minute, but I mean, she did a damn good job going up against him. So when she made it to the boardroom, as I said before, when she brought Jamie and Kate to the boardroom, I was confused with Jamie, but I knew Kate should have been there because all Kate did was cook. She really didn't work as hard as the rest of the girls. Not that much. And I mean, Jamie, to me, seemed like Jamie was doing more of the cooking than Kate, but maybe that was just my perspective from seeing it. So when Keisha went home, yeah, I'm definitely disappointed. I think that Kate should have gone home because Kate didn't raise any money. No, Jamie didn't raise money, but Jamie came up with a great pie flavor combination. All Kate did was cause a lot of problems, and she cooked, but then she had little side comments, and she complained a lot. So, before I end this, let me be the first to tell you that I am side-eyeing this season because this season is definitely going to be messy. But then what season of Celebrity Apprentice isn't messy? So I think that on the boys' side, Kevin Jonas, Ian Ziering, Gilbert Godfrey, and Lorenzo Lamas, those four are gunning for Geraldo Rivera. Definitely. And on the girls' side, I think that Vivica A. Fox, who seemed to be taking, notes on what was going on, she should definitely And the rest of the girls should watch out for Shawn Johnson, Kenya Moore, and Kate Gosling. Brandy, not so much, because Brandy's kind of coming for for Kenya a little bit. But those three, watch out for them. So I was Team Shawn and Keisha. Now I am Team Vivica and Team Kevin Jonas. So until next time, you all take care. Sage Valentine. Don't forget to rate this video, comment, and subscribe to my brand of crazy. And spread the love and let everyone else know I'm doing these reviews. And check out my other reviews. Also check me out, Sage Valentine, on Twitter and Google+. Until next time, you all take care. I will definitely be watching tomorrow's Apprentice. But I'll probably end up watching it late because I got to watch Gotham and Sleepy Hollow. So until next time, guys. Bye, guys. Bye.